So as folks continue to book their bucket list trips, safaris,
yes,
it's near the top of the list. Travel writer Natalie Preddie back on the show. Great to have Nat back on the show, because you traveled to Botswana.
Yes, and I feel like this is an overlooked destination for safari, and it is stunning. So, you know, you asked me
Where is it?
Where is it?
Yeah, because I know Botswana, but like I don't know where.
Right, so it's just above South Africa. It's part of the Kalahari Desert, and what we're talking about is the Okavango Delta. So this is where you have Botswana meet with South Africa, Namibia, Angola, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. So they all come together at this delta, and this is along the Chobe River. And I got to go stay in these beautiful lodges by the company Desert and Delta, and this is a really, you know, as I said, underrated destination. But this is, of course, famously Prince Harry's favorite place to go, and lots of celebrities are heading to Botswana just because it is beautiful and so chill. You know, there hasn't been a conflict there, and it is a very eco-friendly country. They really focus on integrating life with animals. So, for example, water holes. You know, a lot of animals come to the river to get their water, and to avoid elephants walking through farmers' fields. You know, farming is a very big industry in Botswana. They have created water holes around the country. This also helps with the survival of animals, to make sure that species are surviving. So they've really focused on connecting.
Is that a water hole? We just
missed it.
Yeah,
so this is another reason. So these rocks here that you can see are really close to one of the lodges called Namasari, which is built in the water. So you've got hippos and alligators and stuff around, but they also have this water, and I would call it like Botswana's Uluru, or formerly known as Ayers Rock. So there are thousands of years old paintings from indigenous Botswana people, right, telling them, you know, how to see different animals, where to see different animals, where they should be hunting for different types of animals. There are so many stories that are ancient in these rocks, so it's such a diverse place.
When you're going on safari, do you safari every day? And then you do other activities, like it's a little bit of your day?
Yeah, so when you go on safari, so you wake up, and normally there is, you'll have your tea, and then you do your first morning drive, and that's when you want to go out before it gets too hot, and you go looking for animals, and that's like a 6:30 a.m. trip. Then you come home, you have breakfast, maybe have some time to relax, maybe do something during the day. There are lots of activities, so you could go out on the water in a canoe if you're in Namasari. You could go swimming if you're at Chobe Game Lodge. There are lots of things to do, and then you do a dusk safari ride as well.
What's this?
So this is at Chobe Game Lodge. Again, a stunning property. And what's fantastic about this place specifically is they have Africa's first, and Africa, the whole continent, the first women-only guiders.
Really?
So yeah, so it is only women that run this guiding team, and it is absolutely phenomenal. And they also have electric vehicles, so they are
like boats too?
Electric boats, electric safari, you know, game vehicles, which is great not only for the environment in terms of, you know, putting out chemicals. It's also great for the animals, because you're not interrupting their environment with noises or the sound of motors or anything like that.
Okay, so we got a minute left. So that was one spot you stayed. What are the other two spots?
So Namasari was the second, and that was, and you can hear hippos as you're falling asleep. And then my favorite is called Savuti, and this was one of my new favorite places in the entire world, Tim. It is mind-blowing, and it is built around a water hole. So you
another
can
one of these water
another
holes.
one of these watering holes. So you sit there, and you know, Botswana has one of the largest densities of elephants in the entire continent. So you sit there and you just watch elephants come, and giraffes come, and zebras and warthogs, and they all come to the water hole.
The thing about it, it's not cheap, so you have to save your pennies, and it takes some time to get there. But that's why it's on the bucket list.
That's why it's on the bucket list.
You can plan for it, and Botswana is on your bucket list, and you're able to go there.
Yes,
so,
and I highly recommend people who are looking, you know, for that experience, that phenomenal experience. Botswana's it.
There's a lot of lying around, I hear. CACH.com/morninglive. See you tomorrow.